dinner, check, check. I also do like a happiness index with my soul, and this makes me really happy. Well, good morning, friends. Happy new week. So, I'm working. I'm filming a whole other big batch freezer meal dessert video today. Look at us, we're doing things. Got appointments this week, have stuff and things, might hit some thrift stores, might end up doing some big batch freezer meal dinners by the end of the week. Still eating through all of the meat and vegetables that I did on the Blackstone just a few days ago. So hey, look at us, we meal prepped. Right now I need to take some time to wipe down my countertops and get my kitchen filming ready as best I can, and we're jumping into a bunch more big batch desserts. Mama's working and managing summer and doing all the things. My neck, thank you so much for your concern. My first rib on the left side of my neck, I got that anatomy lesson last week. Was out of place a bit, but with some chiropractic care, and also at some point this week my physical therapist is going to come to the house to check in on me. So we're going to make sure I'm as good as new and keep trucking forward for summer. Yay, holding Mama's body together. Well, yes, this is a huge bowl and probably my lunch and my dinner. And I'm doing pretty okay stirring with one hand while holding my camera. But this is the steak that we meal prepped, what was left of that. We meal prepped on the Blackstone the other day. Some of the broccoli and those carrots that are delicious, and some zucchini, also my favorite. And then I mixed in probably a cup of brown rice. And yep, I'm just stirring it. And I'm going to eat as much as I want for lunch. And what I don't eat for lunch will be my dinner. And of course, super priorities. My first meal of the day was one of those delicious cupcakes of wonder that we big batch meal prepped the other day, where we made all of those Trim Healthy Mama desserts. Well, the day continues. What's the meme? The horrors persist. That's my joke. I'm still finishing my second cup of coffee from this morning, and before I get doing this dessert video that I've been threatening to do all day and I've been planning to do for about 6 months, I'm gonna walk and exhale for about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna get cooking for that one. But don't be too scared whenever I make jokes about the horrors persist. My whole life is comedy and jokes and laughter, fun, pleasant things, so we have to get our laughs where we can. Alrighty, I am back in just a little under a mile, 3/4 of a mile there, but now I'm gonna get to those second batch of desserts. But priorities, I just ordered my Amazon boxes and I am preparing to enter my Anne Lamott Vortex. I've read Bird by Bird, but not all of her other books, so I am this committed. And this is another memoir that was referred to me by a friend the other day, so we're gonna add that to the stack. Don't ask how many books are in my stack, but we're doing it. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. We can fit some more up there. Just some new ones that are in line. I'm almost done with this one. I've been digging pretty deep in this one the last 3 or 4 days, so I think by tomorrow I'll be done. Just getting going on this one. I've been picking away at the body, keeps the score for, I don't know, 8 months now. I just do a little bit at a time. I mean, sometimes I've done a whole chapter, but anyway, continuing to read that one. The Glass Castle, I'm making some good progress on, and I've really been enjoying reading a section every day from Writing Hard Stories. And I just finished listening to the Hail Mary Project. And I just started listening to Stephen King's book called On Writing. It's his memoir about being a writer. Well, we've done it. I've been cooking, and I had work phone calls, and I've been a mom. So we're winning, right? So it's almost 8 p.m. and I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Don't want to work no more. But I did so many. I don't even know how many dozen of these chocolate chip cookie Trim Healthy Mama recipe things. What page are they on? They're called peanut butter chocolate chip cookies on page 273. 3 of Trim Healthy Future. And we did 4 dozen pumpkin muffins. And we've had some leftover icing from my last sugar-free, gluten-free dessert baking marathon. We put on the pumpkin muffins. That's been good. But now, brain's done. All done. I'm gonna do me stuff now. So I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna listen to some music. Might get a hot bath, might get a cold bath. I don't know. I'm gonna decide. Put my feet up and read a little bit. And then it's bedtime. And then tomorrow we get up, do all kinds of stuff again. Then we're gonna continue with my second homemade big batch dessert video. I'm doing 4 brownie cheesecakes, probably 2 of these chocolate chip cookie skillets. And then whatever I have left, part of in that video, what I've been dealing with, I have been running through my supplies. Whoop! Oh, don't spill. I am on my last bag that's probably got a quarter left of baking blend. I only need like 1/4 of a cup of baking blend for each brownie cheesecake. And I need a couple tablespoons for the chocolate chip cookie skillet. And then whatever's left, I'll probably get hopefully 2 dozen maybe of the banana chocolate chip muffins. And then that video will be done. Wanted to do it all today. Doesn't normally go that way, but I can always have hope. So I feel good about the amount that we got done today. As always, not the full amount of recipes I thought I would get done, but we still got some done. And I've got some planning set for tomorrow now. Did some phone calls, one in particular I can't wait to tell you all about. I think that's gonna be something especially exciting. Hopefully I can tell you about that in August. Cars going by, we're gonna check the mail. But yeah, it's just, brain is done. Brain is done. Also, tree is down in that field. But we have sunset things and cloud things. Good morning, friends. It's that time. Can I even find my cup to put my spoon in? This is one of our thrift store cups. I would much rather have the cup of coffee, haha. Well, it's 7:21. Did some journaling, did not start reading through my books yet, but we're gonna get outside. It's overcast, but the birds are calling us. Alrighty, back in, did a little over a mile. Alrighty, breakfast, reheating, more Blackstone leftovers. I did 2 burger patties in here today, joyful preschooler noises, and I added some more brown rice to it because I can do that right now, and now I'm off to appointments. Okay, long morning of meetings, but I got the Trenta cold brew, 4 stevias and some heavy cream. Yeah, I got 2 and I'm not even traveling, but maybe 1 is for today and 1 is for in the morning, like a little gift to myself, right? I don't know. Yeah, the car needs clean, but you can also come do that for me. Haha. So also, Walmart delivery order essentials, all and the spoons and forks from the yard, paper plates, shoe rack, jewelry organizer, 2 of these clothing racks. Will at least help these find their home again. Priorities. Some of us needed to run out for a little ice cream break. Well, so it's 6:30, and I need to finish up my second dessert video that I've been working on here recently, but let's see, washcloth, that's what I'm looking for. I just wanted to do some picking up and straightening up before that happens. And no, I can't actually have a washcloth out here. Sorry, my back is turned to you. But anyway, just getting my little under cabinet lights on and a few little incidentals. And then gonna work on that video where I'm pretty much almost out of baking blend. So that's sadness, but that's okay. I have enough to finish that one out. Then, so I'm gonna set a timer. I hope within an hour and a half or so I can be done with that this evening. I've got other people in the house going in different directions, just doing other evening things. Then my plan is hopefully about 8 or so. So we've got a little over 15,000 steps in today, and I feel like my body needs the steps. So I'm hopeful about 8 or so to be able to walk at least a good hour or more. I've got some videos I need to watch through, and then I need to sit in my vehicle and record my voiceover for those. So that's how I get things done around here. Okay, all right, I think I'm about as put together as I can be to finish up that video, and we'll go from there. Okay, so from our Blackstone cooking the other day, we have some pork that's left and then a bowl of strawberries. This is for my 8-year-old and my 10-year-old, what they wanted for dinner. Everyone else has got their own, and I'm getting back to continuing to make those cheesecake. All right, good friends, well, finished my second big batch, sugar-free, gluten-free dessert video. Took me several hours yesterday, and I worked until 9:30, second day, Tuesday. Hi, dishes. Proof that Mom was here cooking, but we've made these gluten-free, sugar-free cookies. We've made these pumpkin chocolate chip muffins with some icing, and we made 3 chocolate cheesecakes and these little cookie skillet things. And look at me, I'm a full-time YouTuber, and I did it. And it got me thinking about what I'm filming for the rest of the week, and I hear the crickets in full force. So I have some appointments out tomorrow. Tomorrow when I get home, I keep saying this, fingers crossed, eyes crossed, legs crossed, all of that. Arms crossed. My best laid plans. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to do a video for my second channel where I try on a whole bunch of my dresses, my summer dresses that y'all have asked about. Show them, show the pockets, all of that, and I'll have links in the description of that video. That's tomorrow, Wednesday. Help me plan my week. Thursday, my physical therapist is coming to the house in the morning, although thank you all for your concern. No neck pain or shoulder pain from that first rib situation that I got to experience last week, so that's really good. I have not gone back to running yet, but we're at 15,000 steps so far, but it's 9:35. So I might get out there once I get these desserts packed away and get done planning my week with you all. Maybe try to walk for 30 minutes to get to the 20,000 for today. Then, okay, I told you, appointments tomorrow. You writing this down? Appointments tomorrow, second channel video with my dresses. Okay, then the next day, Thursday, that's where we were. Physical therapist coming in the morning. Sorry we had to dance around the barn to get back in there, but it's a lot to coordinate. Thursday, I want to do water park day. Water park day, pack our food. We missed it last week with me trying to get going on my videos again and this. Okay, then I'm thinking Friday I will do John Henry General Store and Costco, maybe Aldi type video. Anyway, grocery shopping, because all of that wonderful food that I big batch meal prepped last week on the Blackstone, I say last week, again, days of the week, it's Tuesday. When did I do that? Friday. We finished the last of the pork from that this evening. It worked. Yay, I meal prepped. So I'm thinking if I do a grocery video Friday, then Saturday, I'd like to do a bunch of pancakes on the Blackstone, like not Walmart pancakes from the freezer, which I have been thankful for. Let me tell you, the last 2 years, I've probably ordered 200 packages of those Walmart for the freezer pancakes already done. You know I've made some homemade pancakes some. You know we've gotten some in the freezer, but the Great Value pancakes have saved my life. So I'd like to come full circle, not that I won't ever order Walmart pancakes again, and I would like to make some pancakes on the Blackstone. Maybe do 10 or 12 pounds of bacon this time, because that 7 pounds of bacon that we did last week, I mean within 36 hours or even it went quick. Bacon, pancakes, bunch of protein, bunch of veggies. Hey, look, we're meal prepping for next week already. And then Saturday I will do the Blackstone video. And if I can pull that off, which again, I have not been filming all day today, but I have probably just filmed the last 4 hours for this dessert video. We just got the thumbnail for that. So if I get this meals of the week and how I'm slinging single mom full-time working life with 110 children video done, and then I got this second dessert video done, and then tomorrow if I get my dress video done in the afternoon, and then Friday if I do a shopping video, and then Saturday if I cook on the Blackstone. That's 5 videos. 4 for this channel and 1 for my second channel. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Mama's got bills to pay, and this is how I do it. And today, I think I got, how many? Maybe 2 more sponsored offers, and I signed a contract on another that I can't wait to show you. And I feel like I have 2 I already signed contracts for. That one I got a product for, and one I ordered. So just like I teach in my YouTuber Extraordinaire course, these are all the little bits and bobs on how over a decade later, I'm still running a more than full-time business online. And now there's a lot more variables, but we're still getting it done. Even if our measuring cups don't match, and even if sometimes I can only find 1 mixer paddle, like sometimes we do things. Frozen strawberries. We don't ask questions, okay? Okay. Almost 11 p.m. Much later than I've been going to bed, but I worked late and I just got some more steps in. So we're at just under 19,000. I guess I'll hit 19,000 here in a minute, and that is that. Good morning. It's that time. Happy Wednesday. Gonna get out and get some steps in. Okay, a little over 1.5 miles. Not me eating that delicious chocolate cheesecake as I'm walking out the door. So hey, look, I meal prepped. A slice and some strawberries. It's just, these are gonna be gone so quick. It's amazing. So I have some appointments out the first half of the day, and I was like, sure, I can take that for breakfast, no complaints. I'm out finishing up errands. I'm so hungry. I will be home in 15 minutes, but I need a mom to make me food. So I'm just gonna walk in the door with my food and then handle the rest of life from there. And it'll be a pretty okay day. All right, this is my, hey look, I meal prepped. I got an Italian salad, and then it's like a burrito in a bowl thing, maybe lunch, maybe dinner. Voiceover needs to be done. Things need to be done, but I'm gonna walk for a little bit. We do have some thunder in the background, and it feels like it's 6,000 degrees. So there's the weather report. I also ate, so we're making it. Wild, wild rain going on here. Weather report in Virginia. Just went and dropped a cheesecake off for some folks, and I gotta get in the house now. But I've already meal prepped because I'm eating that gas station salad that I got earlier today. Whew. Serious. That's where we moved our little fire pit circle the other day. The yard to be mowed. So we have our little driveway lake. I do have a drain in the yard, but here I am not maintaining that. Getting in those morning miles. Okay, happy Thursday. Doing things, got several miles in already. This is just a quick like brain dump, get it out of my head to-do list on my dessert whiteboard. I'm gonna go get ready for the water park while watching a video I need to publish. Then I'm going to film for you all. We're gonna film getting the food ready for the water park, and I'm gonna do some quick dinner prep because we're out of all of our Blackstone prepped meals. WP, that means the water park. Then when we get home, I need to record voiceover for another big batch dessert video. Then we're gonna have whatever dinner we prepped this morning. Then I'm gonna run and have a hot bath and read. And then we're going to bed at a nice early time. Happy Thursday, we're doing it. Also, if finishing the rest of a low carb chocolate cheesecake from the Trim Healthy Mama various cookbooks is wrong for breakfast, I don't want to be right. Yes, I need some actual protein. Yes, I'm out of eggs, but tomorrow is filming a big shopping day. Wow, that coffee cup has had adventures this morning. So we'll also like have a proper meal coming up, but this is what I'm gonna eat while I get ready. And my physical therapist was here this morning. She totally cleared me for running, all those good things with this first rib that was elevated last week. I know you all endured watching me walking around with an ice pack on my shoulder. She gave me some more, I won't fully demonstrate, some more head stretches, just muscles in the neck that get tight. And I'm pretty sure now, retracing my steps and my movements, I watched a movie and I was at an odd angle on some pillows, and I just can't do that. I can't, no odd angles. At almost 46, odd angles are out. Okay, Mama, water park ready, check. Now we need to go downstairs and figure out a food life plan, like what's for dinner, what are we eating before this water park adventure, what are we taking with us, all of those important details. Alrighty, let's go make some sense of some things. Thinking about dinner options here. Okay, so perfect world, I would have defrosted some chickens or something yesterday to have that in the slow cooker and ready. Everything's frozen, you know, okay, but I do have some emergency Walmart freezer meals that I got a few weeks ago because of life. And so that's fine. That, hey, look, you know we've done homemade baked ziti, and you know we also are not too proud to have some Stouffer's baked ziti. Hey, look, we meal prepped, but I'm taking myself and 7 other humans ages 4 through 18 to the water park all day, so I win some Stouffer's. Okay, and then what else? What else is happening? I probably need to eat some cauliflower rice with some kind of protein before I go. What else can I do here? We've got pancakes upstairs. I'm thinking thoughts. I probably need to set some things out to defrost. Tomorrow I'm doing a big Costco shopping day, so I can do Blackstone meal prep on Saturday. This is just a frozen shrimp ring. I'm pretty sure we got these at Sharp Shopper. They were marked down. Some of my folks just took the first one out, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge so it'll be defrosted tomorrow. Somebody will eat that tomorrow at some point. Okay, this is just me thinking about Saturday Blackstone meal prep. I'm going to set this bacon out because we are gonna do a lot of bacon Saturday. I think we did 6 or 7 pounds last time, and that was gone within 36 hours. So, and these are 12-ounce packs. So I'm probably just gonna do all of this, okay? And then we will have used that Sharp Shopper discount bacon. I'm doing that cooking in about 2 days, so that'll be defrosted. Just found one more straggler. And I have these emergency Walmart ribeyes. I'm gonna get those out also. Bonus points if I can get one peeled off of here and cook it in the air fryer before I go. So much of these Lunchable type things that we got at Sharp Shopper the other week for the water park. Okay, someone is going to go through and make meat and cheese sandwiches for people to eat on the way out the door. I am going to take this bag, because I think we can get this in the very back of my SUV, with some ice packs, and that is how, look at us, that is how we're going to get these to the water park and make it in the car for a few hours. And then these things will just go in the refrigerator. When we get home tonight, these will go in the oven, and someone will chop these, meal prepping. I'm also going through, I'm packing this. This has leftover marathon and randomness. I don't know, a thing of Jell-O, but we're doing it. We're clearing things out. Also, towels for the water park. Okay, just got a frozen ribeye broken off there. Alrighty, so everybody is eating a lunch right now. This is full of Lunchables and Uncrustables, ice packs, and some apple. I have a few other snackies in here. Got a book I'm almost done with. I'm gonna take 2, not like I'm gonna have a ton of reading time, but I don't know. I mean, I might have 30 minutes. Well, whew. I overcooked my ribeye. I got some lard in here. I got some cauli rice, refilled my water. I'm like, 2 to 3 hours, I feel like vortex. I just found out that someone who has worked for me for a while now, they just had to put in their 2-week notice. It's sad, it's sad. It's for good life reasons. And they were planning to go part-time in like 6 weeks, down from heavy full-time. That was the plan, and we were transitioning into that, and I found out about 3 hours ago, that's not gonna work. So I had someone lined up that was training to take half their hours. They were gonna keep the other 20-ish. And then, so they did 0. Let's do single mom running a business, real life math. They went down to 0 hours. So then my person who was gonna train for and take the 20, they can't suddenly jump up and take 40 in a whole new role in August. So I looped in 2 more people. Anyway, I think I have cobbled together another full-time person to take over this very full-time role in my business. That is why it is now 2:05 and we are leaving for our supposed to be noon departure for the water park. I think I've worked through it. My nervous system, like, I have hope. I had a lot of good hope this morning. I had a lot of good hope. Not that like everything gets lost. It's just so many life variables. So many life variables for this one human life. Whew. So I'm gonna eat my ribeye. That's where I have to get like real single level. I'm gonna eat my ribeye while I drive my people to the water park. We should be able to get in a good 3 hours at least by the time we get there. Then when we get home, I'll do my voiceover, and I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna have a hot bath, and I'm gonna listen to some audiobooks with my little people, and we will have made it through Thursday. Today's chapter, making it through Thursday. All right, made it to the water park. Boy, water time. Oh, I gotta buckle that for you. I will. We'll buckle. Water park trick I just learned. You can get free cups for free water, and I'll take anything complimentary at the water park. Okay, we did it. We water parked. We can open our cooler bag. They are so excited about the Lunchables. And so I'm just gonna hand these out. We're gonna not eat in the car though, because it's cooling and it has been here. The car has been baking for hours. We also just heard something funny. Don't confuse your mayonnaise with your Kool-Aid. So we have Hershey Kisses in there too. And bread on the ground, because that makes sense. Everybody is super starving. So we do have these two. Well, these have 6, so I bet you they're gonna grab one of those. We have one more of these left. We also have some apples. The Nutri-Grain bars and other things all got eaten up too. Alrighty, so you know how much we packed. Besides half a box of granola of Nutri-Grain bars, we have the apples. Of course, they did not win. About 3 of those were eaten, and we have 1 of these left. Everything else, all gone. All right, we made it back. Everyone, I guess, had double Lunchables for dinner and apples and things. Doing some evening jobs. Birds are singing. I've got to watch another video for voiceover. I'm having some strawberries. And I guess we meal prepped with the baked ziti we set out, because that will be for tomorrow. Good morning, it's that time. See, this is why I've mentioned several times the body keeps the score. This is why getting through this book has taken me so incredibly long, just because every single page is profound. These 2 pages I just read, I could underline every single line. And there are pages within the book that I do underline particular things. It's so extremely educational, I have found, as a person working through healing. It just continues to give me language and educate me on so many levels. And that's my watch timer going off, because I set my timer as I read through different books. Many of these authors that I encounter as I read through this book, I also order their books. And yeah, it is a heavy read, but it's worth it. And just because I've heard so many different opinions on this book from different people, even opinions on it from people who've never read it, I wrote my own little definition of it. This is a history book documenting the history of the development of the PTSD, and more so the CPTSD diagnosis for war soldiers, sexual abuse victims, and all. And it's a history on how society has treated trauma, and also how society has covered up trauma for the past 150 years or more. Just once I'm done reading the hard copy, I have the audiobook too. I'm going to go through and listen to it on audio. So even if I take a whole year to read through this, and then I take another year to listen to the audiobook, it's fine with me, because I've got nothing but time. It says, trauma is a fact of life. Veterans and their families deal with the painful aftermath of combat. 1 in 5 Americans has been molested. 1 in 4 grew up with alcoholics. 1 in 3 couples have engaged in physical violence.
says, "In The Body Keeps the Score," he uses recent scientific advances to show how trauma literally reshapes both the body and brain. But look at me, I meal prep preschooler breakfast. So this is one of those pumpkin chocolate chip THM muffins we made in my last big batch dessert video with our homemade icing. Look at us, I cut it in half for him though. And we got some strawberries and some apples. So happy Friday. All the wild mom hair unlocked, but we read for a nice long time. That's good. I'm going to now get dressed for this day. We need to go film at Costco today, getting meat and stuff and things to film doing a big Blackstone meal prep video tomorrow. Gonna take my 8-year-old with me today, but before all that, I have voiceover I need to get done for that second dessert video that I finished earlier this week. And then what else? I need to get my first Blackstone video ready to publish tomorrow, but it's edited, voiceover's done. I need to do the title. I think I have the thumbnail done. It still takes me at least an hour though to get a video ready once it's almost ready. So I'm gonna do voiceover in my car, and then I have a work call from like 10 to 11, and then we're gonna go shop for about 4 hours and also multitask and make that into some fun one-on-one mom time. Alrighty, so I got my phone call done. Did I get my voiceover done? No, but priorities, 2 ribeyes, me, and then I got some other folks that want some, but they won't eat a full one. And that will be lunch. And then I think we'll get moving. I think I'm gonna end up doing my voiceover in a parking lot and give my 8-year-old the tablet while I record. And this chapter this afternoon is called "This is How Mom Gets Stuff Done." So I've had that voiceover I've needed to do since last night for my second big batch dessert video. Couldn't get that recorded at home for a variety of reasons this morning, but I've come out to film that Costco video because this is how things work. And so now, before we go in to shop at Costco for that video, I'm going to sit here and do the dessert video voiceover. I have one of my humans with me. We are gonna go into Costco once I get the voiceover recorded for the dessert video, do some things, and if we end up with enough time after, we might go into Target because it's been a bit, and there's always fun little treasures to behold in there. Single full-time working mom of many, got the iPad with me. So that human is getting some iPad game time while I sit here and record my voiceover. So again, like inner workings of the universe, how I get things done. And now I just have to look familiar, maybe. Okay, video within a video. So I have timestamps and I need to record voiceover for these timestamps right here. And then we will speed it up and add some music or edit some more out or whatever we need to do accordingly to make it work. When I film, I do all the possible talking I can. But also it's like, Jamerrill, where are all your humans? Well, a lot of times when I film, especially if I'm doing a big batch cooking video over several hours, they are in the kitchen with me. There's Legos happening, there's laptop school happening, there's math questions going down, there's life and stuff and things. And then sometimes, believe it or not, my brain is just like, I also don't have any other words for this video right now. So I'm just gonna focus on making these 48 cupcakes and this from scratch icing. And later, you know, like when I'm in a Costco parking lot, I'll get my voiceover recorded. So if this shows you anything in life, friends, it's that if you want to do YouTube, and if I can do it, and if I'm still here a decade later, anybody can work hard and do it too. Righty, got my voiceover recorded, and now we're heading into Costco. Well, friends, we just finished filming this. I almost said Aldi grocery haul, Costco grocery haul. Now we're gonna go through the process of putting things away, but making sure the meat goes in a refrigerator and not the freezer quite yet, because I want to see how far I get with another Blackstone video tomorrow. And the baked ziti's that we didn't actually end up cooking for dinner last night because everyone had heavy Lunchables late in the evening
and fruit, and it was like a snacky dinner after the water park. So anyway, baked ziti it is for dinner. Okay. Can read directions. Come on. Okay. 375, 70 minutes. And so for our next all-day water park day, which I hope is later this weekend, I got us these items that I'm going to protect from Costco that are going with us. Hey, look, we meal prep. We got some Skinny Pop, some of these chocolate pudding squeezes, organic applesauce pouches, much wanted goggles. And then also there's some Uncrustables and blueberries and such in the refrigerator. But I wrote here on the Uncrustables, I wrote, wait, water park. So we should have some blueberries and other fruit and things that could go too, but that's for the water park. All right, dinner, check. Hi, happy Saturday. Yep. Tan lines abound, makeup going on, things are happening. Sun, weather report, super important. Sun is shining now, but so much rain is expected. Who knows, different parts throughout the day, that the tent, the camping tent, was set up by my 14-year-old, and I had him get my Blackstone table set up. And so even though the weather did not ask my permission to do what it will potentially do, my video schedule continues. And yesterday we went and we filmed at Costco, and I got my meat for my Blackstone cooking and meal prep. But again, sunshine, our little tethers of hope, right? Today is the day to do the Blackstone cooking, because next week has its own adventures already scheduled out. So we continue, so we persist. So we're gonna go to Walmart now here in a minute. I'm gonna have two of my dudes with me. They got some bucks, so that'll be fun. You know, we'll hit the adventure aisle for them. And I need to get more of those green propane cylinders. I tried to have Walmart delivery, save my life, as it does sometimes on the daily around here. They won't deliver those, I'm sure, for obvious reasons. So we're gonna go to the camping section, because last time I had a 4-pack of them. And last time, my last Blackstone video, I used 3. And we put the 4th one on in order for me to clean it. And I need to stock up on those. So going to do that. That will be good. And then what else? Probably ice cream, maybe even river playground for 30 minutes. You know, single mom life, I get the joys and the times in as I can. And I feel super blessed that while they play in the yard, in and around the rain today, I can film cooking our food on the Blackstone, and that will be good. So I haven't been doing full makeup lately because hello summer, but here I am, second day in the row, going for it, because I also feel like, oh yeah, I like that, let's do that. But we'll see. I think we got some high humidity. They need to get back to running and high stepping it. Shoulder and neck continue to be just fine. And as I shared with you, my physical therapist cleared me this week to get back to my movement. And I can tell in my body that I need it. Okay, wait, I'm not doing that yet. Also, I started to read a phenomenal Anne Lamott book this morning called Stitches. Actually, I started it last night. I'm on chapter 3 this morning. Just, you know, needed to put one more in my stack, making good progress. I did last night get a good bit of reading time in, and this morning, along with being stuck in my Anne Lamott book, I got about 2 hours of writing, heavy journaling, handwriting, not typing, not talk to text, which I'm obviously love those tools as well, but I was able to just write and journal and slowly caffeinate. Alrighty, out the door to the Walmart to go in the store. This could be like a little poem.
That's the Blackstone set up in the future, and see the humidity on my lens. Ah! All right, priorities. I'm out of this, and so many of you ask it, my other one I wear, and I have one, but it's the Sangria. $7.05, and I'm getting another truffle, which is $8.35. Okay, mind your business, mind your business. My pillows in my kitchen right now are just horrid, and so I'm gonna quickly solve some problems here. Looks good enough to me, and it'll make me happy, so that's what we go on here. Okay, decisions were made. And then the next thing, my mini humans said we are out of our deodorant stash, so I'm gonna stock up. Can I get these because they say they're aluminum free and they're a decent price? Okay, 2-pack. Maybe I'm getting 3 of these. So many Better Homes and Garden things marked down right now. Beverage tray. These are nice. I mean, too fancy for me. We have these little storage bowls, I guess, like veggie and dip. And then nice fruit bowl, maybe $5. I mean, not a fruit bowl at my house. And then the stacking beverage dispenser. Wow. And these were 10 and now they're 5, and I need them. So I guess it's a pillow day. I mean, even living room pillows are not great right now. Is that okay? This has a peach back, and that has stuffing coming out, so let's not. Okay, I might have refreshed just a part of my life temporarily. Now the camping section, what we came in here for. Oh, good, because online it was looking like they did not have any of these in stock. They definitely couldn't be delivered, couldn't be, I mean, if they were picked up, it was a whole thing. But I am here, it got me in the store. Pillows and propane. That's this Saturday's title, don't you think? Pillows and propane it will be. I probably need to do this. It's like a whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna get one, and I will read and learn. I can figure things out. Oh, this is what I need. I had one of these marked on Amazon for my griddle leg kit. That's what my Blackstone needs. Let's get it. Good thing I have pillows. Okay, now I've got folks and the Legos, so let's go see what's happening over there. Also, mine have disappeared. Since I live it, I'm never ever playing this game. Toy decisions are taking too long, so I've crossed the aisle. However, these are $9 to $11. And we have $5 to $7 decisions that have been made, so feeling pretty okay about that. Quickly, we're doing journal reviews. So I picked this one up. I mean, I like it, but I've had a journal this large, and it's cumbersome with as much as I write to fill these pages. So this is, I would totally get it. Like I want to, but I filled a whole one like that last year, and just know this is a decent size if I can get it out. Okay, these are good sizes here. Let's see if I can be a good person and get it back in there. This is nice. I like it when they have these little straps on the side, like as if that locks it. Haha. But anyway, oh yeah, and I've had these before too, that you circle the date at the top. It just doesn't go that way for me. That's a nice size. So yeah, kind of a smaller to medium sized journal. I have filled several of this one. So maybe I'm 3/4 of the way through my current one, and so that's why I'm like, I probably need to have a backup ready. Get in there with one hand. Again, this size I would say is too big for me. I like this one. Again, I like this with that little strap there. This one, I have done some this size. I think this is too small. So, you know, we gotta get it just right. And then I'm always like, oh, the tabs. And this is just a notebook, but you could do some divided journaling with that. So I'm thinking here, it's like big decision because it will be with me every day for a few months. Notes and plans, it's kind of more than that. Come on, we can get in there. Okay, and then I don't need the pen. Maybe I'm just gonna go with this one. Seems sensible. And we have this little pretend action on the side. This one, okay, I looked at that, said that one's probably too big. It's flowers. It's not as big. It's so close. So close. I don't want to leave here with big journals. This is too big. I also do like a happiness index with my soul, and this makes me really happy. It's awfully big though. Okay, this is the choice. This is what we're going with. We're at the little ice cream place. Of course, Hardee's is feeding me, even though I will eventually make it home and I'll be grilling 30 burgers and all of that. That's a couple hours away from where we are in today's chapter of life. It is almost 1, but we're also working in some special time out. They spent their bucks, got a small Lego set each, and now they are having the joy of taking cash money and going up and doing their own individual ice cream orders. And Hardee's, dance around the barn, right? Hardee's is feeding me lunch. And then while they are at the playground with their ice cream, if we dodge this rain, I have a memoir that I'm listening to, and I'll get some steps in and listen to my book. Okay, Flurry, they call these just Flurry Happiness. This is a Twix Flurry Happiness. Also, Orange Blossom Happiness. It's like a creamsicle in a cup. We are being curious about this path that's up, the river's really up. I've been walking, they've been playing. It's now, of course, raining, but we always see this path. I think it goes up to houses, but there's cool big rocks, and we like exploring. And then we found there's a whole waterfall situation that's pretty dry right now, but how amazing. So we're back from the playground, made it home, marked safe from getting drenched, and now that it's raining pretty well, I'm gonna get under my tent and start making a Blackstone video. I've got this bacon that I set out from the freezer into the refrigerator the other day, and I think it's pretty well defrosted. Some strawberries for this refrigerator, gonna do stuff with eggs, found some more of my baking powder, and brought up more coffee creamer, so that's a little grocery store in my basement filming. So these are some other things I got for Blackstone Cooking. Got myself a fresh thermometer situation, and my friend who's done a lot of large family Blackstone cooking sent me this link and said it had a lot of accessories in it. I got this from Amazon, and I'll have a link for you guys down in the description below with all my favorite Blackstone stuff. But I've got this, and we're gonna get it open, but I can't do it with one hand, for accessories I need. It has those. The biggest thing that I was looking for, which seemed like I get all this other stuff for free, is these type of spatulas. I'm sure they're not technically called that, but anyway, we're going to get this all outside for the Blackstone video, and probably while things cook, I'll figure this out. Okay, friends, good times. We have our tent set up. We got the Blackstone going. I set the little propane tank up myself. Got messes everywhere, but now I'm gonna start filming my second Blackstone video and get this thing figured out. And there's our legs that we got at the Walmart today. Alrighty, well, we've been cooking all day. I've got, it's probably about 5 pounds of potatoes there. I've got another bowl there doing 10 pounds of potatoes. We've done so many things. We've done bacon and pancakes and burgers and bratwurst and potatoes and so many yummy things. And those potatoes, oh, well, look, you also got to see some of the pancakes didn't fare well. And so here they are. Come and get them, country critters. Anyway, I'm gonna try to just walk some laps here around this cooking because it's almost 8. I've been at this since about 2:30 or so, and I am super low on my steps, but hey, I've been getting work done. So plan is to walk and run and then get to my chair and read a bunch this evening. Okay, good friends, this is it. We are getting some miles in, and then we are water park ready. And I'll show you here my new favorite less than $5 shirt from the Walmart.